This is really a situation that I think a lot of people feel sometimes in their relationship with their partners or their loved ones. Sometimes we feel like we just want to have understanding from our mate. We want them to hear us, to know our deepest thoughts, and to love us. Basically, that's all really what we want, to be loved, to be seen, to be heard. The problem with a lot of couples is that although we learn a lot of skills in life, all of us are professionals in some way, or we're students in some way, or we're workers in some way. We learn skills. It's very rare that we learn the skills to be effective in a relationship. And the reason I call them skills is because most of us come into relationships just learning what we learned at home. That means where we grew up. We looked at our parents, or we looked at our caregivers, and we saw how they treated each other. That's our role model. Now, I have been in the therapy world for about 10 years, helping couples, and I can tell you that although I've met some really, really, really great people, none of them came from perfect households where their parents or the people that raised them were perfect role models. So as a result of that, we kind of come into the world assuming that we know how to be in a relationship. Then we meet our perfect mate, and then we just assume that everything's going to work. It doesn't, oftentimes, and it leaves us feeling sad and frustrated. So my advice to the woman who's calling, and thank you very much for putting yourself out there. And by the way, when you do call, you can remain anonymous. What I would suggest is start to get in touch with what is happening to you. You already are aware that you're feeling sad, and you're feeling alone, and you're feeling like you're not being listened to by your husband. I would like to know if you would be able to start telling your husband in a soft way, not in a way where you're disappointed or frustrated, but in a soft way, starting with I. Honey, you might start, honey, I feel sad because I don't see you enough, and I'm wondering if you could sit next to me. Now, I know that sounds a little awkward because it's probably not something you're used to, but that's how we get our needs met. And most often what happens to couples when they are feeling frustrated or alone is they are not getting their needs met. Now I'm just going to assume that this woman is lonely because she wants more time with her husband and she wants him to pay attention to her. Now you hear how soft I can say it, and I can ask for that. These are the skills that I was talking about earlier. These are the skills that are very important for two people to understand about each other.